Have you ever noticed that some people seem to get richer every year, while others stay stuck in the exact same financial situation for decades? What's strange is that it usually isn't because they earn 10 times more money. In many cases, they simply understand one thing that most people don't. And no, it's not some secret investment strategy. It's not crypto. It's not day trading. And it's definitely not getting rich quick. In fact, the biggest reason people fail to build wealth is because they think wealth should happen quickly. Let me explain. Imagine two people. Both are 30 years old. Both earn $60,000 per year. Both start with almost no savings. 5 years later, one person has built a net worth of over $100,000, while the other is still living paycheck to paycheck. Same income, different outcome. What changed? The answer is surprisingly simple. The wealthy person treated wealth building like a system, not a goal. Most people focus on the finish line. They dream about becoming rich. But wealthy people focus on the process that makes wealth almost inevitable. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today. Let's start with the first step. Step 1 is increasing the gap. The gap is the difference between what you earn and what you spend. Think of wealth like filling a bucket with water. Your income is the water flowing in, and your spending is the hole at the bottom. Most people spend all their energy trying to increase the flow. They chase raises, side hustles, and promotions. And that's great. But if the hole is just as big, the bucket never fills. This is why some people making 6 figures are broke, and why some people earning far less are quietly becoming wealthy. The goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to become rich. Let's say you earn $5,000 a month. If you spend $4,900, you're moving incredibly slowly. But if you spend $4,000 and invest the extra $1,000, everything changes. That gap becomes your wealth-building engine. And here's the interesting part. Most people underestimate how powerful consistency can be. Which brings us to step 2, automate your wealth. Human beings are emotional. We tell ourselves we'll save what's left at the end of the month, but somehow there's never much left. That's because our brains are wired to prioritize immediate rewards. A new phone feels good today. Investing feels good years from now. Guess which one usually wins? This is why automation is so powerful. Instead of deciding every month whether to save, make the decision once. Set up automatic transfers. Automatically move money into savings. Automatically invest. Automatically build wealth. When you remove willpower from the equation, success becomes much easier. The next step is where many people get distracted. Investing. Notice I didn't say trading because they're not the same thing. Imagine planting a tree. Investing is planting the tree and allowing it to grow. Trading is digging it up every few days to see if it's getting taller. One creates wealth. The other creates stress. The realistic path to wealth is surprisingly boring. Consistently investing in diversified assets over time. No prediction games. No chasing hot stocks. No trying to outsmart everyone else. Just regular contributions month after month. Let's look at a simple example. Suppose someone invests $1,000 every month for 5 years. That's $60,000 invested. Even with moderate market growth, their portfolio could end up significantly higher than what they contributed. Not because they found the perfect stock, but because they gave their money time to work. This leads to one of the most important wealth-building principles. Income creates wealth slowly. Assets create wealth faster. Most people focus entirely on earning money. Wealthy people focus on owning things that earn money. Stocks, businesses, real estate, intellectual property. The exact asset matters less than the principle. The goal is ownership, because every hour you work has a limit. There are only 24 hours in a day. But assets can continue working while you sleep. And this creates a powerful shift. Eventually, your money starts producing more money. And that's when wealth building begins to accelerate. But there's one more step that almost nobody talks about. Protecting your progress. Imagine climbing a mountain for years and then slipping because you ignored basic safety equipment. That's what happens financially when people accumulate wealth but fail to protect it. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest dangers. You get a raise. You immediately upgrade your car. You move into a bigger house. You increase every expense. And suddenly you're earning more but making no financial progress. This is called the wealth trap. Every increase in income gets consumed by an increase in lifestyle. Instead, try this simple rule. Whenever your income rises, direct a significant portion of that increase toward investing. Enjoy some of the raise, but invest part of it before you ever get used to spending it. This single habit can dramatically speed up wealth creation. Now let's return to our original question. Can you build wealth in just 5 years? The realistic answer is yes, but probably not in the way social media promises. You're unlikely to become a millionaire overnight. You're probably not going to retire next year. But you can completely transform your financial future. You can eliminate debt, build a strong emergency fund, invest consistently, grow your net worth, and create financial momentum that compounds for decades. Because here's the truth. The first 5 years aren't really about becoming rich. They're about becoming the kind of person who builds wealth. And once that system is in place, every year gets easier. The hardest part isn't making millions. The hardest part is building the habits that eventually make millions possible. So if you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect investment, or the perfect time to start, don't start with the gap. Automate your savings. Invest consistently. Own assets. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Do those 5 things for 5 years, and you'll be shocked by how far ahead you are compared to the person who spent those same 5 years waiting for a shortcut, because wealth isn't built in a moment. It's built in small decisions repeated over and over again, and those decisions start today.